Hello friends, welcome back to the YouTube channel for Sudoku Maniacs. Now yesterday we had posted a disjoint untouched Sudoku on our website and it turned out pretty tough to what we were expecting. Quite a few quite a few people actually messaged us asking us to create a video on how we wanted this to be solved. So without wasting much time, let's get on with it. First the rules. Rules of classic Sudoku apply, which means a digit cannot repeat in any row, column, or a 3 by 3 box. Additionally, each relative position in a 3 by 3 box contains distinct digits, which basically means when I look at R1C1, R1C4, R1C7, and that is basically the top left cell in every box. These form an extra region and we will have distinct 1 to 9 digits in all of them. So similarly, every cell creates its own relative extra region. Okay? And the rules of untouched Sudoku also apply. That is, a digit cannot touch itself, or neighboring cells cannot, what do you say, have the same digit again. So, for example, if this is a 6, the 6 cannot be in these 3 cells. Here, obviously, due to the classic Sudoku rules, but even in these 2 cells, the digit 6 cannot be replaced. Alright, so let's just go and jump into it. As I always reiterate, always start a variant like a classic Sudoku. So the first thing that I notice is 7, 7, 7 has to be these two. And because of this 7, this is my 7. 8, 8 has to be in these two. But this cannot be an 8 due to the untouched constraint. So this is an 8. Similarly 9, 9 and this is a 9. So it cannot be here. This is a 9. 9, 9 has to be in these two, but obviously it cannot be here. This becomes a 9. So now I have a 6, which cannot be here. The 6 cannot be here. This is a 6. Right? 3 is not here. This is 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Now I have a 6 and a 6. So it cannot be in these 3. It has to be in these 2 cells. But when I look at the bottom left cell of this 3 by 3 box, I already have a 6 in the bottom left cell here. So I cannot have a 6 here. It's not here. So this has to be a 6. So this will become my pencil marks of 6. Right? 6, 6. These 3 have to be 6. But 6 cannot be here because of the relative position here. 6, 6. Whichever. And this will be a 6, 6, 6. Now comes the tricky part. I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 8s here. So when we have more than one occurrence of a digit, we tend to use that to eliminate other possibilities for a relative position. So for example, let me take the top right position of every box and see where can I place an 8. This cannot be an 8 because this 8 rules out this, this. It cannot be here. It cannot be here. These 3 are occupied. So the only place for an 8 left is in R4C6. Now in combinations and hybrid Sudokus, it is very important to remember both the constraints and use them simultaneously when we are not getting a clue. So when with this 8, 8, this is an 8, this is an 8, 8, 8, it can't be here, this is an 8, this is an 8, 8 is not in these two, it cannot be here. 8 cannot be here because of this relative position. So this is an 8, this is an 8, which makes these two an 8. Here, now the next way. This is a 3. It cannot be here, it cannot be here. 3 and 3, right? Good. Now we find another way to eliminate this 3. we have a 3 in the top left of a box. So this cannot be a 3. This becomes a 3, 3, this becomes a 3. And with this 3, 3 and 3, it cannot be here, it cannot be here, so this has to be a 3. And there we go with the pencil marks. Alright, good. So let's put down the pencil marks wherever we can because there's nothing to eliminate. Now, once again, the disjoint rules come into play. Let's look at the top row, central cell, disjoint region. I have a 9, 8, 7, 6, and a 3. So the missing ones are 1, 2, 4, 5. But with this 2 here, 2 cannot be in this, it cannot be in this, it cannot be here. So for 2, the only place in this specific disjoint group is here, which leaves me with 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5, and 4, 5 as the remaining 3 digits for that disjoint group. As I said, each disjoint group acts like an extra region, which makes this a pencil mark for 6 and 8, right? So what is the digit that is left in the cell? That's a 7. 7, 7. It cannot be here. Because of this, it cannot be here. So this becomes a 7. Let's put the pencil marks for 7. Alright. Cool. Now because of the 6, 8, and 7, 9, 9. This becomes a 9, 9, 9. And because of this, this is my 9 and 9. Right? The moment we find certain numbers that can be placed, I always switch on back to the classic mode because that is a foolproof method where we cannot go wrong. So after placing this 9, I have a 5 which cannot be here, 5 cannot be here, this becomes my 5. Alright? With this 1 is logged into a 1 here, so this cannot be a 1, this cannot be a 1, my 1s are logged here. Correct? For this column, 146 is missing. 146, 146. Alright? And with this 2 has to be here and here. This would be a 2, 4 for this. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. 2 and 8 are logged here, so this becomes my 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5. Now, can I have a 5 here? No, I cannot because I already have a 5 here. So we have 1, 2, and 4. I cannot have a 6 here because of this. So this has to be a 2. Now let's go with the pencil mark. What can come here? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, sorry, 2. Correct? This would be 9 and 7, 6, 5, and 4. 3 is not there. 2, 1. This would be 2, 3, 4. This again would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And this would be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1, 3, 4, 7. Okay, I'm sorry, I cannot have a 1 here because of this 1. So this is a 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, which forms a triplet on 2, 3, 4. So I can safely eliminate the 2, 4 and the 3, 4. So this gives me 1 and 7. Correct? Now, when I look at the bottom right disjoint group, I have a 9, I have an 8, 5, 7, and 1. So 2, 3, 4, 6 are the only missing ones. So with this 2, 6, this has to be a 3, 4. Correct? 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes. 2, 3 is there, so this will be a 4, 6. And I cannot have a 1 there. Correct? Because the 1 is logged in this. So I have 2, 3. Now this is 2, 4, 6, 4, 2, 4, 6. with a single digit 3 here, correct? And this 2, 4 forms a pair, which makes this a 6, and this becomes my 2, 4. With this 6, this gets eliminated, the untouched rule, 6, 6, 8, 8. Good enough? With this 2, 4, I cannot have a 4 here. So this becomes a 2, 4. Alright, which is 6 would make this a 4. Oh yes, the extra region that we can complete. Right, 6, 6. So this becomes my 6. This becomes my 6 and a 1, 4 here. So which makes this a 3, 5 pair. This is a 3, 5. This is a 3, 5. Oh sorry, how silly. Has to be a 2, 5, not a 3, 5. My bad. Sometimes we do get carried away. Okay, so that's a 2, 5, right? So this is a 1, 8. This one. But obviously I can't have a 1, so this is an 8. This is 1 because the 1 was locked here. So this would make it an 8 and a 2. This is a 4, 5, 1, 4, 5. Okay, so with this 2, this has to be 1, 4, becomes a 4 and a 1. Because of this 4, I can't have a 4 here. This is 2, 7. So with this 2, I can't have a 2 here because of the relative position. The disjoint group plays a very important role in this. So with this 2 and 2 by classic rules, this is a 2. This is a 3, 5. Why am I so hung up on the 5s? This is a 3, 4, my bad. This would be a 5, 7, and 1. Alright, again this would be 5, 7, and 7, 5. Now, 1, 5, which basically eliminates both the digits. So this is a 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 5, 5. With a 2 here, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1. And we are nearly there. With this 2, this obviously has to be 2 and a 7. So I eliminate the 7 from here and from here. Now it looks like we have a double solution, but unfortunately that's not the case. With this 5 here, I cannot have a 5, so this becomes my 7 and a 7. So this is a 5 and a 1, 5 and a 1. And this was how this was supposed to be solved. Hope you liked the video. If you did, do like and share the video. And if you have not done it already, do subscribe and check the bell icon so that you're notified of new content as and when it is posted. And like always, if you have any feedback for us, do not hesitate to comment or let us know. Right? So till the next time, happy solving.